up, y'all? It's me, Erica, and we are down here. Peace, y'all. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica. We are down here, honey, to talk about Married to Medicine. Come on. Because I can't see, girl. We're down here to talk about Married to Medicine. Go ahead and comment and like and subscribe and let me know you stopped by. Married to Medicine was cute. We just came from Starbucks. I made another video. It was 10 minutes. I was like, I know y'all don't want to wait 10 minutes to get into a review. Especially if it premieres. Y'all be thinking it's Married to Medicine and I'll be talking about something else for 10 minutes. So I started the video over again. So we missed the Starbucks run in this video. No big deal, right? Anyways, so they were talking Quad and Quad. Who was it? Quad. Hold on. Let me see when I get to the light. It was Quad and somebody else was talking. Both were wrong. Both take accountability. They arrive at Barry's. Barry's is like a steakhouse. It seemed like they were walking through a lot of different areas. Like they went through one place. It looked like it was called, I think it was called Circa. That, and then they were walking. They went up an elevator, and then it was like, girl, what? It seemed like they were walking for a long time. Yeah, I'm gonna go over here. Let me see. Here we are. All right, so they were talking about how the women were both wrong. Quad was talking about how I think it was her and Anila. It was her, Anila, and somebody else. They were talking about how the women were wrong. Heavenly was wrong, and Contessa was wrong, and they both took accountability, I guess. They sit down at Barry's Steakhouse. It was cute. They looked like they had a good time. Somebody said, this is a life I deserve. I know that's right. Somebody said it reminded them. Who said it reminded them of, what's the man's name? I always get their names. Curtis and Cecil. Cedric is on Bell Collective. Well, he's not on there, but he's been on there. Okay. Cecil is Simone's husband. We already know who Curtis is. We can see him coming from a mile away. I know she done went back to the man and built a house around him, honey. But no, thank you. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Contessa said, thank you for inviting us. She tells, Simone and Jackie, thank you for inviting us. I apologize for losing my temper, and this and that. They said, let's move on from Heavenly because she's not going to apologize. She's not going to take accountability. I don't know what. Oh, she has to apologize for YouTube. Okay, that's why I was like, what is she apologizing for again? Okay, for YouTube. Heavenly says you can't get dirt when everything is good. That's why she says you'll never hear me talking about my husband in a disparaging way or anything like that. Because you're not going to be able to have ammunition. And that's what she was trying to say on the other episode where she's like, we all talk about each other. And the truth is Contessa did allow us into her relationship. I think it's actually for all of them, even like I think about Melody and Martell, and I think about these people that allow us into their lives and then make comments and commentary and then even use their lives as examples and as teachable lessons, like of what not to do, how to move in a relationship, how to get along with your girlfriends, what not to do, what's considered loyalty. And all of us have different experiences. And so we share our opinions based on what we're seeing. That's why, of course, we have different opinions about, different situations, because we all have a different lens on. But it's like being able to watch these shows not only for entertainment but for educational purposes, like what Glenn and Letitia are over there going through. A woman, 18 years, she's not the only woman. That's not isolated. Like, she's not the only woman in that situation. There's probably a woman in the exact same situation as she is in. Her man is a longshoreman, and he leaves, and he, um is friendly with other women, and he's possibly cheated on her, and there's a possible baby around here. Girl, we're talking about their lives, and we're talking about it, and it's like some of that stuff, like when they say take your L's in silence or in private, do it, because these things will have you out here looking crazy. Do you hear me? And the women too will talk about you. They will talk about you. We all talking about it. We're all talking about it. How many times do we say somebody is stupid for what they're doing in their relationship? So it's like we all talk about it. So I understand what Heavenly's talking about. That was like long drawn out explanation, but still, I understand what she was talking about in that sense. Because people are going to talk about it. I got the receipts, baby girl. We still waiting on them receipts, child. Contessa wants to eat everything. That was funny. She can't figure out what she needs to do for it. She should start after, I guess. But we saw a picture. Did you see the picture of her in her bikini? I was like, see, Contessa's gonna win. I have faith in her. Go, Contessa. Even though she gets on my nerves, and she's another one. She's not passive aggressive. I don't know what it is about. It's how Contessa's like. It's almost like it's like a undercurrent of hostility. I don't know what it is, but I'd be like, damn, do you want to fight every time? Every time. They open a bottle of Camus honey. They sitting there down eating. The chilled seafood came out. They said they were living with chefs already. That's what Simone and Toya said. That's what I'm talking about. Like, that's what I don't understand. Like, I don't understand when we see, like, this is what I don't understand. When you see relationships, and like the ones that are are like kind of working, the people, there's no roles. People are like doing what they need to do to make the business work. If Eugene is a better cook, he's a better cook. Honey, that lady got her a good man, Savannah. She got, apparently, they said Eugene knows how to cook. Do he know how to cook, or do he know how to grill? Is there a difference? I think there's a difference. He had that damn egg. Remember he made those, Eugene, I was about to give Eugene another job. What the fuck? I was about to say Eugene needs to get on Instagram and do some cooking, like, because Crystal from Housewives of Beverly Hills, she makes drinks. She's always making drinks on the show, so she'll make a drink and she'll make a video about it. I was about to give Eugene another job and say he needs to do cooking on Instagram. No, Toya, it's your ass. You need the job, bitch. Why Toya can make a cookbook? Look, I'm giving you an idea. Toya can make a cookbook. I'm a housewife, and these are the meals my husband makes for me. Girl, I want 30%. I want 30%. Toya, please do that. Please do that. I want 30%, bitch. If I see a cookbook on your Instagram, I'm coming for that ass, Mr. Postman. Do you understand me? But that's a good idea. The meals my husband makes for me. Girl. Get some really cute shots, some really cute food shots, really cute shots of you in front of the food. Come on. Do it, since Eugene is a cook. Eugene is a good cook. He can make the meals, have the recipes, and these are the meals my husband cooks for me. That would be that's good. Do it, Toya. I'm over here giving you bitches ideas and shit. 30%. Okay? All right, so they're having a good time. They pass around little tea kettle. Messy Mexican boots, okay? Girl, she's so messy, but I love Simone. Always wants to play a game. I would have loved to see Simone when she was in her 20s. I think about her and Jackie when they were in their 20s and what they were like. I always think about that. Heavenly too. I always think about that. Like, what were they like when they were like teenagers growing up and stuff? I bet you Simone was Simone loud, always hollering at somebody. She always hollering at somebody, but she always got the fun games. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, they pass around the tea kettle. The question one was, do you like quickies or marathons? And you know what? I'm gonna be honest. At first, when Married to Medicine, when they first started and they would be talking about sex and stuff, I felt like they were prudish about talking about sex. But now I see like in almost in all the episodes, they're like really incorporating healthy talks about sex, and I'm fine with it. I mean, I think because that's part of Jackie's whole shtick, honey. Jackie is another one. She's down here to promote her businesses, girl. She's another one. I don't blame them for doing that, but that's what Jackie is here to do. When Heavenly said that Jackie has her practices and she owns the buildings that they're in, I said, oh, what? She ain't paying the motherfucker rent, girl. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. I love Married to Medicine. I love Married to Medicine. And I love Married to Medicine because just off the heels of that therapist getting terminated from her job, you see these people in these high level positions taking care of other human beings, right? Helping other human beings maintain their health at different stages of their life. Are you telling us that they're not allowed to have human moments? They're not allowed to go off. They're not allowed to cuss. They're not allowed to be human as they serve other humans. It's like what do you expect out of them? It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. And that's why I love this show, because these women are so down to earth, but they are highly educated, high earners, about their business. They're in their relationships, however they look or whatever, but they're human beings. And they just so happen to really serve other humans. And it's like, you don't think that they're allowed to, like, be loud, go off, cuss at each other, you know, get into arguments, have conflict. It's like they can't do that. They can't be human. So I like the show because they show the different, who they are. Like, I think it's great. I love Simone because she's so down to earth. She just talks so loud. Oh, girl, where are my notes? Okay, here they are. So, breadwinner conversation. Now, this is what was funny to me. Okay, so they said, if the woman is the breadwinner in the relationship, do you think it causes problems if you consider the husband the head of household? Toya said, if he doesn't attach his position of head of household to the amount of money he makes, then he shouldn't be concerned about her being the breadwinner. I said, Toya got some fucking sense. I said, come on, bitch. What are you concerned about? If you the head of household and you haven't attached money to your position as the head of household, then what's the problem? I was like, oh, okay. But Heavenly's thing is, the man should be the head of household and he should make more. But then, to Toya's point, Heavenly probably makes a lot more money than Damon. Like, I know they make a lot of money together. Now that's another fucking team. Do you hear me? When I tell you a team, what? Girl, that's what I'm talking about. When the relationships are mutually beneficial. Do Heavenly look drained and wore out and tired and through and edges? No, she don't. She don't. She's looked like she's thriving in her relationship. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. And I'm sure they have their problems, and bitch, you're not going to hear about it. You're not going to hear nothing about it because you're not going to be able to say nothing to me, because whatever it is, I'm not going to leave my husband until I'm good and goddamn ready. Shout out to Heavenly, Team Daddy. But he don't talk about that. He be so embarrassed knowing he's a damn Girl, they said Damon is a Q. What you embarrassed for? I already know. I already know. Everybody already know, okay? Everybody already know. Heavenly said it's based on money. Toya said, no, it's not. But when the man feels like it is, that's when the problems come in. The man is supposed to be the breadwinner. Heavenly, shut up. Because the truth is, like, we could pull up, go to Google right now and type up breadwinner United States. And you can see that women, by and large, are the breadwinners in their household. And I really honestly think it has something to do with women working twice as hard as men, because men don't have to work that hard in a patriarchy. That's why and that's why you see, like with in race, white people don't really have to work that hard, right? There it's okay to be mediocre. Men can be mediocre and still succeed. There are groups of white people who can be mediocre and still succeed just off of their whiteness. You know what I'm saying? But if you look at the numbers in Google and put in breadwinner in the United States, I'm not going to bring it up. You can look yourself. You will see that women, and I think, like I said, I think it has to do with women working twice as hard and getting into positions, and they're making more than their husbands. If you attach money to your quote unquote position as head of household, now, another part of that is, do you think he deserves to be head of household just because he's the man? Now, if you're following like a biblical template, then that's what you're going to go by. That was what we would call traditional. To me, I feel like traditional is all like power to the patriarchy when you say traditional. But if you're not traditional, you don't have any problem being the breadwinner as long as he's contributing. That's the thing. If you could look at the relationships and you could see they're mutually beneficial. It's not one person doing all this work. And to Heavenly's point, do you ever see Heavenly? I don't see Heavenly cleaning, and that's how you manage a home. Like, I don't understand these housewives. Maybe they just like to do it, but I don't understand these housewives that like to act like Monique Samuels, that like to act like they're so overworked when you actually have the means to actually live like a rich black woman and use the people who have services for their services and pay them well. Period. All that overwork shit, that shit is a performance, and girl, you can keep it. So unless you think a man is supposed to be the head of household because, of his penis, then that's how you do it. If you think because he has a penis, he needs to make more than you, and therefore be the breadwinner, and therefore be the head of household, I mean, that's in line with patriarchy. So if that's how you feel, then that's how you feel. I tell you, Heavenly is a patriarchy princess, but she ain't living like that. That shit is a performance, y'all. She is not living like that. Do you see Heavenly doing anything but making money and opening business and being like a businesswoman? But then at the same time, she plays the role. She plays a role, and I guess it's to stroke the ego of the man. I don't believe in that role playing. Some of y'all do. It is what it is. Okay, I'm running my mouth too long. The man is supposed to be the breadwinner. Toya said no. Heavenly said it's biblical. It is. That's biblical. And that's like if you're following your life. And I think that's the reason why people have so many like relationship problems, because a lot of people are like, some people are operating from a biblical template, and some people are like, what? I don't operate like that. But they're still trying to mimic traditional values when the traditional values came from this biblical template, and that's what it's supposedly modeled after. It doesn't say anything about the man being the breadwinner. To me, if you feel like a man's role is to protect and provide for you because you are a woman, then you fall in line with the ideas of patriarchy. You do. Because if you say the man needs to be da 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 da, those are the rules of patriarchy. They are. And that's why I think so much conflict comes in relationships, because you women don't really thrive in a patriarchy, and then you get these women that are following these outlines, and they're overworked, overstressed, they're not in the positions to actually hire help, someone to help them, but they're still trying to maintain these weird ass biblical templates that really don't make sense in the modern times, because again, women are making more. They're making more. They are. And it's always going to be a gap, because that's how it's structured. That's the system and how it's structured, right? I feel like if you feel like a man's role is a leader, if you feel like that's what his role is, he's a leader, he's a protector and provider, he's the head of, then you fall in line with the rules of patriarchy. That's how I feel. Didn't he say he doesn't have to have money? That's what Latoya said. I didn't say he doesn't have to have money. He does have to, make money. But Toya has two positions, and that's why I'm like, if you attach head of household to money, then you're gonna have a problem out of the man, because women are breadwinners. She feels like you just give the man. Do you just give the man the head of household role because has the penis? Somebody has to be the head of the house. Okay, but doesn't mean that they're making all of. I like that. If that's how you want it structured, then like I said, you agree with the rules of patriarchy. If you're even running around saying that there's a head of household in a marriage, what you do on your taxes is your business. You lying, you wouldn't be with a man with no money. Girl, would you? That's what I would have said to Heavenly. Would you? Girl, don't play with me. Why do y'all say that to women? You know you wouldn't be with him if he didn't have no money. Girl, what is that supposed to? Oh, I'm supposed to signal and say, yes, I would. I would be with him if he was broke. No, we're not playing those games, girl. Go to hell with that. We are not playing those games at all. Mm-mm. That's hilarious. You know you wouldn't be with him if he didn't have any money. Would you? that's, that's the real question. Tell us the truth. Come on. That's crazy for her to even say that. Okay. I wouldn't. You absolutely right. You are absolutely right. Okay, let me do this. Um, can your husband have female friends? Female friends. I don't have problem with female friends. I have problem with female friends who overstep their boundaries. And I agree. Any friends that overstep their boundaries. People can overstep their boundaries, getting into your business too much. And I guess she said that Cecil is a people pleaser and this relationship with this woman. And I guess she overstepped her boundaries. Now, I don't know the details, but I do know that she said that in her book, they are going to write, in their book, they're going to write about not having your friends in your business or something like that. And so I said, well, how can you have that when your friends helped you kind of reconcile and not get a divorce from Cecil? So your friends were instrumental in that. So I don't know how you're going to approach that chapter in the book, because your friends actually helped you reconcile with your husband. So I don't know. I don't know. She said that later on. Contessa and the dysfunctional relationship. Oh, should you stay in a dysfunctional relationship? That was a random question for her to get. Like, wasn't that crazy? I was like, how did they know? Did they pick these beforehand? Because they like to play with the cameras. They like to trick the people. How did she get that question? She said a dysfunctional relationship is not the same for everyone. Everyone has their opinions. You can't let them come into your head. Oh, don't listen to friends and family. That's what I said, but your friends helped you get back together. So you need to change that. You do. Things you don't know until you move in with someone. Um, There are people. Ted Bundy was in a relationship with a woman. You don't know who you marry. You never know who you are married to. You never know. And it's like you can live with them. You can live with them. You can live with them and see them every day. And that's the beauty of humanity, about being a human. It's like there's still things that you about the person that you're with that you'll never ever know about. You know, you just never know a person. You just never know a person. Like you see these people who are these intimate partner crimes. This is somebody that you actually laid down with, and now they have deleted you off of the earth. And you're like, wait a minute, what happened? You just never know. You just never know. Some people live with a serial killer. That's what you don't even know. You don't even know. I was watching The Sandman. That was good. I'm on the last episode. I liked it. I liked it. I liked it so far. What are you most surprised about when you got married? That their penis is not going to get bigger. Everybody was like, girl, don't say that. Girl, it don't matter. He over there cooking. Girl. They start talking about masturbating. And Anila said that as often as they're not home, as often as the husbands are not home, that's when they pleasure themselves. Kiran gets up too early. He gets up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Quad said, you better wake up for the D. You're not getting up for the D. Girl, do what you want. She said, I am not getting up that early. They said if you masturbate, they were trying to say, I guess if they were saying if you masturbate too much, you're not going to, be ready for your partner or whatever. But Toya said no, it's because it's to make them work harder. I mean, I don't know. I think it would be more sensitive if you're masturbating a lot, a lot, a lot. You just probably need to guide, because if you're using a shower head all the time, oh my God, that poor little thing. Qua said she masturbates so much. She said that's too much. That's too. Toya was like, that's too much. That was funny. What did Qua say? A clitorius. Is that what she said, bitch? A clitorius. A clitorius. A clitorius. I think that's what she said. I tried to type it how she said it. A clitorius, girl. Qua said she masturbates a lot. So they give them stacks. They're going to the strip club. Jackie in her shawl. That was so funny. She had her shawl like an old woman sitting there talking about she need her glasses when that stripper. I don't really particularly care for male strippers. Like I was like, why didn't they go to another woman strip club? The guys be corny to me. They do. They be so corny. They don't be corny to y'all. They be corny to me. Some of them can really dance. They can really move their bodies. But they be looking so corny. Like, girl, why are you doing all that? And then especially when they're mimicking like they're having sex, I'll be like, girl, go, get out of here. I be looking, girl, shut up. Doing all that be so extra. That's what it is. And the girls be extra too. Like, you see them up there slapping and falling and diving and dipping and all that other shit. This male strippers just be corny to me. So Jackie was sitting there in her shawl, honey. She had her shawl on. I was like, Jackie. Jackie was looking. You have that girlfriend, honey. Girl, she's how old is Jackie Walter? Jackie what's her last name? Walters. Jackie Walters. How how old is she with her damn shawl on? She was like, girl, where are my glasses? That was so funny. Heavenly was sitting in the chair. Simone said she got some evidence. I was like, girl, she was like, send me that video. I want to cut it up. I want to edit it. She was sitting on the chair with all the men's. They were around Heavenly. She was slapping asses. They had a good. It looked like they had a fun. It looked like they had fun. The men went boxing. Um, Eugene says the time that Toya bit him when they were, I guess, kickboxing or whatever, and then he was like, "You what?" She says, "What?" She say, "You shouldn't have did that." And she was like, "I was defending myself." And he was like, "Well, you bit me." And she was like, "Yeah, okay, I was defending myself, so I bit you. You was doing too much, trying to play rough. I can't stand when dudes do that. Don't be trying to play rough. I don't like that. That's why I don't like those skits that I see on Instagram and TikTok or whatever. Mm-mm. Play fighting and stuff like that, pushing each other, slapping each other. I don't play that. No, we're not playing those games because y'all play too much. Mm-mm. Absolutely not. Heavenly, I mean, Simone says she has evidence on Heavenly. Damon, they're all boxing. Oh yeah, don't talk about that, buddy. She was like, Damon's real physical. What'd she say about him? She was trying to embarrass him in the damn interview. Don't say that, buddy. Girl, you ain't Dr. Damon. You ain't fooling nobody, girl. You ain't fooling a. Have y'all seen Dr. Damon when he was younger? Girl, he ain't fooling nobody. Trying to be all meek. I see right through Dr. Damon. It's cute for your little show that y'all putting on for the people, you and Heavenly. Don't do that, baby, buddy, girl. The next day at breakfast, Contessa calls her trainer. I don't know why. Everybody was talking to their husbands. When they talking to their husbands, and they showed Contessa on the phone with her trainer, not Scott. I was like, y'all shady as hell. They got Toya her bacon. They were dropping it like it's hot. That's so funny. And then Simone said, I could drop it like it's hot. It's the come up that's on ice, bitch. When I tell you I love Simone, oh my God. I love Simone. I like Simone. I think last season I didn't like her. This season I like her. What was she doing last season? Last season I didn't like Simone. She was getting on my nerves. This season I like Simone. You saw Simone walking through? It'd be Simone walking through with them sexy clothes and that hairstyle. I'd be like, girl, what is going on? We need a different hairstyle. I like Simone. Heavenly, send me that video. She said, Simone is going to create a video and I'm going to show you what it's like to be with your friends. I said, oh shit. I'm going to make a video. We own what we did with the interventions. Contessa said it was not my intention. I didn't know that it hurt you. Thank you. Let's move forward. Oh, that's what Heavenly said to Contessa. It was not my intention. I didn't know it hurt you. Thank you for that. Let's move forward. Nobody was laughing. Somebody said something. It was a joke. Nobody was laughing. You have to know how it feels. Heavenly said that it's a coping mechanism. A lot of people joke and that laugh, and you could tell when she does that high pitched when she does that laugh. You know it's a nervous laugh. You know it is. You know it is. So she said we all have childhood trauma. We have issues. They showed her like just when she was at her house in Miami and the room she was in didn't have a window. And again, that's why therapy is so important, so that you can know how to, instead of responding in the way she does, which I don't think it's like, I mean, Marlo is from Florida too. Them Florida girls, child. Shout out to Florida. They be tearing your asses up real fast. And it's like you don't even know what, like you don't even know what the fuck. Like, wait, damn. You talking about my dead mother? Damn, all I said was they will flame your ass so fast. You be like, God damn. Fucking Dineva too. Yeah, so girls from Florida, they will tear your ass up real quick and will take it to the graveyard every time. I don't know what it is about Florida, but they will. Louisiana too. Girl. It's just be black people in the South. No, but Florida, they get busy. They get active, little baby. They do. And New Orleans too. They do. They could tear your ass up. It's the way that they, I guess, were raised. Like we ripping you to shreds real quick, and I guess you never unlearn it. I mean, some never unlearn it. You see, Marlo, she flamed Todd so fast. Girl, damn, Todd. Like, now how did I get in it? So Heavenly says she's on her spiritual journey, honey. Many lessons learned. We all are, honey. That's it. It was something, and it was something in Sandman. I'm gonna go back and watch that episode because there was some dialogue in there that was like so like it resonated with me about the human experience. So I want to go back and watch it. I'll share it with you guys if I remember. I've been forgetting to do stuff. I ordered the samples for Keep Your Standards High as Giraffe Pussy. Now, what I'm gonna do is gonna be P asterisk SSY. I'm thinking about I think I'm gonna make the S's $sign so it could be more stylized, right? So you can wear it. It's not so I think it's cute. I think it's cute. And it's something else that I said I wanted to make a shirt of. I can't remember now. But anyways, I'll think of it. I can't remember now. Anyways, you guys, I know I was long-winded, so take care of each other, protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.